Solid ground. Generally, we all think that the ground beneath us is rock hard and unable to move, especially when said ground is composed of notoriously strong rock. Igneous rock types composed of solidified lava or magma such as granite. And, for a spot in the interior of Japan, comprising the southern edifice of the active Mount Ontake volcano, this was the case for many thousands of years. That was, until disaster struck on September 14, 1984. On that day, at 8:48 a.m. local time in the morning, stressed major earthquake building up on a buried strike-slip fault line was released, triggering significant horizontal ground motion that then also caused a second fault line to slip. A magnitude 6.8 earthquake had just been generated, and due to its absurdly shallow epicenter of a mere 2 kilometers or 1.2 miles below the surface, it created absurdly intense ground shaking and significant damage in regional structures. This shaking caused the ground in some areas to temporarily accelerate to 70% the force of gravity, translating to 6.87 meters or 22.54 feet per second. Since it had rained 6 of the last 7 days on the surrounding hills and mountains, this was a recipe for disaster as the ground was already saturated with water and thus heavier than it would otherwise be during the 40 seconds of intense shaking. As a result, the ground began to move in dozens of locations simultaneously, commencing multiple large landslides. As multiple distant rumbles became audible, an even louder one began on the southern flank of the active Mount Ontake volcano, which had last erupted a mere 5 years prior. All of a sudden, a massive patch of land which was 1,170 meters long, 640 meters wide, and averaged 68 meters or 223 feet thick started to visibly move. In mere seconds, an entire rider,